Hello and welcome back. In this session, we will continue where we left off with operators. In today's session, we will take a look at logical operators, conditional, ternary operator, comma operator, and unary operator. Let us start with logical operators. So I will make use of the same file, that is operators.js file. There are three operators which we will look at. One is AND, OR, and NOT operator. These three operators deal with the expressions, whether the expression evaluates to true or false. So in bitwise operator, we have seen that it will convert the number to binary number and then performs the operation. However, with the logical AND, it will evaluate an expression, and if that is true, then it will compare with the other expression result. For example, console.log. Okay, so here n1 equals num, okay, and n2 equals num. Okay, so this should give us false, because even though n1 equals to num, that is n1 is also 10 and num is also 10, this particular expression evaluates to true. However, n2 is not same as num. Num is 10 and n2 is 30. So this is not true. So this is true and this is false. So the resultant AND will be false. Okay, the same expression, if we use OR, okay, so this will evaluate to true. Because at least one of the expression is evaluated to true. Okay, the same way, the NOT operator will operate on only one expression. So even though n1 is equals to num, and this negates the true value, so this will yield true, but however it negates the value and we should get false here. Okay, let us run this. Okay, first one is false, and the second one is true, and third one is false. The advantage of AND is, if this expression is false, then it won't evaluate the second expression. So if this is expression 1 and this is expression 2, then if expression 1 evaluates to false, then it won't go and compare this value. The next one is conditional ternary operator. So here it evaluates a condition, and if it is true, then one of these values will be, or expressions will be evaluated. For example, so ternary operator, so the condition which I'm going to check here is n2 is greater than n1 and question mark followed by value 1, which is greater, followed by colon and smaller. Okay, so this I will put it in console.log. Okay, so it will evaluate this condition. Okay, If it is true, then it will print this. If it is false, then it will print this value. Okay, so let us execute this. Okay, it has printed greater. So now if I change this back to less than and save it, now it should print smaller. Okay, so instead of this, what we can do is we can also get the value into a variable and then print that variable here. Okay, so this is also possible. So that is about ternary operator. So now let us see comma operator. The comma operator is used whenever we declare an array. Okay, for example, let a is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we have used comma operator. So this separates these values. The other one is, for example, if we are using for loop and let I is equal to 0 and comma j is equal to 10. The next one is condition. Okay, so this is our for loop. Inside the for loop, if you want to declare and assign two variables, then we can separate them out by using comma operator here. Okay, so unary operator, as the name says, it's a unary operator. Unary operator is the operator which operates on only one operand. Okay, so let me comment this out. Unary operator, console.log, for example, n1. Okay, console.log -n2. We can also add this after the variable, after the variable name. So this is pre-increment and this is post-increment. This is pre-decrement and post-decrement. So this is same as n1 is equal to n1 plus 1. And here it will be n2 is equal to n2 minus 1. Okay, look at this one. So n1 value is 10 and this becomes 11 and n2 value becomes 29. That is, it was 30 and we have decremented it by 1. Okay, so now let us see. Let n plus is equal to plus n1 and let n minus is equal to minus n2. Okay, and then print the value here. Console.log n plus console.log n minus. Okay, so let us run this. Now to avoid the confusion here, so let me comment these out. Okay, now it is 11, so the plus n1 is 11 and minus n2 is 29. So let us see what happens if I change this to post increment and post decrement. Okay, so now it is 11 and 29. Now it is 10 and 30. Earlier it was 11 and 29, but now it is 10 and 30. There is a difference whenever we assign the value for pre or post increment or decrement. So during pre increment, the value gets incremented first and then assigned to this variable. In post increment, it will assign the value first and then it gets incremented. Okay, the same goes with the decrement. So in pre-decrement, so the value gets decremented first and then it is assigned to this particular variable. However, in post decrement, first it will assign the value of n2 and then it will decrement the value. So that is why we see the difference here. To make it more clear, n pre plus and pre minus, post and post. N pre post post. Okay, so now let us see the example. Now let us execute this and see. Okay, so now it is 11, 29 and 11 and 29. So let us see why. Okay, so here this will get incremented first. So the value of n1 is 11 and the value of n1 is 11 and n pre plus is also 11. Okay, so the value of n2 is 29 and n pre minus is 29. Okay, so this is what gets printed, 11 and 29. Now since the value of n1 now is 11, so this gets assigned here to n post plus. So here value of n1 is already 11 here, so this will become 12. However, n post plus is 11 because n1 gets assigned to n post plus first and then it gets incremented. The same way here n2 will become 28 and n post minus will become 29. So let us print both. Okay, n pre plus and n1 comma n2 comma n1 comma n2. So let us execute this. Now you can see, so n1 is 11 and n pre plus plus is 11, 11, 11, 29, 29. Until this it is clear. So now the value of n1 is 12. Okay, n post plus is 11, and this is 29, n post minus is 29, and n2 is 28. I hope this is clear. So that is the end of operators. We have seen all these operators. Thanks for watching. Please stand by for the next video.